Hello everyone, Profia Bong here. This video has two objectives. Number one is to show you how to watch the Zoom recordings without any assistance from your prof. So if you just want to watch, then you can do it from Canvas. And of course, you log in, you get this familiar thing. I'm using Brandma V110 as the demo. So you click on that and you reach this page, and normally you would use the start to join a meeting. But did you know that you can actually, without any assistance from the prof, look at cloud recordings? And right now it's October 28th, and Ateneo policy is they will keep as long as 2 weeks of recordings. So since this is October 28th, we only see up to October 14. Tomorrow, this will be gone and then a new session will be up. So just know that there's a limit for which you can access the past Zoom recordings using the Canvas portal. If you look at this, again, with no help, you can download or share the video. As a student, you can download the audio only and it will download. Okay. It's now downloading. It's downloaded as an M4A file. That's the first part of this video. The second part of the video is about how we can further enhance and improve the review of past meetings. So now I'm here in the portal. The difference here is only the professor can access this portal. And what's interesting here, which I recently found out, is that I can actually download, for instance, a recording which is not yet, which is within 14 days. And instead of just downloading the video, we can download the transcript. And to me, this is more powerful and easier and the smarter way to review what did happen. So we can download the transcript. Okay. My recommendation is it downloads as a .vtt file. And what I did is for this class, which is brand management, I actually downloaded the first 4 sessions already and renamed them to indicate the session number and the date. Now, what's powerful about having this digital record instead of having to watch the entire Zoom recording all over again if you were absent? So, now that I downloaded the transcripts, I have a notebook dedicated to the sessions for this class. So I'll just make this a bit smaller and I can basically drag all the transcripts as the sources for this notebook. Okay, so I can drag the transcripts here. I can drag the transcripts here. All right. So now in my notebook, which is clearly just about the sessions in the class, I have the 4 transcripts. Now, instead of summarizing them in another AI, what I recommend is to just check the session that you wish to create a summary on, and I'll check the fourth session. I will simultaneously generate a video overview and a briefing doc. In my experience, the briefing doc is already a very good summary without limiting what you wanted to get. So I'll press on that. So on the right, you're seeing the generation of the video and the generation of the report. You may notice that there are already some files from the past. Um, what I wanted to upgrade this on is sometimes when you have so many files, it's again best practice to already rename as to which session this was based on. So session one, the video was based on the art of personal branding is based on session one. Um, the need for this is because Notebook LM gives its own titles to the video and the report, and it can get confusing once you have so many sessions. So it takes a while. The transcript is actually 120 pages long, 30,000 words. So it takes a while to make a briefing document. So again, the best practice is to already rename it. So I want to remember this as the summary So I'll just erase the file. I'll make this, since this is V110, this is a briefing document for session 4 and October 21. And I press enter, and that becomes the file name. So I now renamed it before downloading it. So, oh, I'll open the file. It's already renamed. So when I copy this, just copy this. So when I copy it, I'll paste it on Word. Um, okay. So we have a new Word file. I'll paste that. Okay. And then again, I'll give the correct file name. File save as, so I'll save it again so that I can easily know that it's a briefing document for session 4 for October 21. To me, BD means briefing doc. I don't need to spell it out more. So now I can save it. Just copy this. I'll save it as Word first. Okay. On Word, what I also do is to make sure that uh, I insert headers and footers just so um, it's easy to trace once you print it. So I put the file name, insert the footer, which says the page number. So it's a 6-page notebook summary. So I save it as a doc, but also, did you know that you can actually save it also as a PDF? All right. So now I call the briefing document as a tertiary source of data because it compressed over 130 pages into just 6 pages. So certainly there's some compression happening and you might lose some of the material. Okay, so while on this, I'd like to also highlight that the best conversation is not with the briefing document. If you wanted to ask a question about last week, then don't chat with the briefing document. The briefing document is easier to review than the transcript. And let's just find something in the briefing document that will ask um, the transcript directly. So there's this powerful um, uh, principle called the power of the extra second. Okay, so we know that that was mentioned last week. I recommend that if you wanted to know about what happened last week and you don't not sure if you're looking through the briefing document in Notebook LM, what you can do is to actually just check the correct source. In this case, you can check any session and you can just hear and then chat or ask information from that secondary data. The secondary data is the transcript. The tertiary data, which is derived from the secondary data, is the briefing document. So I'll ask, explain the power of the extra second. So when I submit this, it will only look at session 4 transcript. Okay, we know the answer because it was in the summary. Okay, small amounts, etc. Okay, so again, the briefing document serves another purpose, but if you want to be as close to the principal or the primary data as possible, use Notebook LM to chat with the secondary data, which is the transcript. So right now, we get lost in memory and translation, and I actually made a blog post about this. The blog post on my blog is called Why Most Meeting Fails. The visual shows how you can become a master by not being limited by the time. when I made this blog post, I got AI assistance as far as the hook value payout. The hook, there were two hooks recommended. One is why most meeting fails and how to fix them. And the other one, which is also a great title, is transforming minutes of the meeting to mastery using intelligence applied. So this is a what my best attempt to make a customized image, but here's the thing. If you look at the data type, the primary data, the best source for initial accuracy is the live meeting experience. Okay. And the initial accuracy, by being in part of the actual meeting or the class session, there's a 95% initial accuracy. Realize though that because we are limited by the natural processes of selective attention, selective retention, and selective distortion, and that happens to all human beings, what we retain or what we think happened is only 20 to 25% of what really happened even after 1 week. And this is why starting today, my practice or my SOP with my classes in the Ateneo, and also perhaps in my business clients as well, is to not ask me what happened last week, because I can probably remember at best 20% of what was discussed, even if I was there in the primary data. The better source is what I call the transcript or the secondary data. This is the text version of what was captured in the meeting. And the good thing right now is because of technology, even mixed English Filipinos conversations have an initial accuracy of about 90%. So you will say, hey, this is lower than the initial accuracy, certainly, but the retention of that 90% is much higher because it never degrades. In my example earlier, you can actually go back to session one and ask the original transcript about some details, and it will have that 85 to 90% accuracy. Of course, you'd be surprised and wonder if it's 100%. It's not possible because there's some compression or interpretation from the primary source data. Now, from the transcript, as we saw earlier, you can generate through Notebook LM or through the other AIs a condensed version of the transcript. A transcript for a 3 hour session is about 120 pages long and almost 30,000 words. It's really hard to just read through the transcript. So the easier way, if you want to read and review the transcript, is to compress it to a 12-page summary, in which case the initial accuracy is lower and the retention accuracy is also lower than the secondary. You can even prompt your AI to just make a 3-page summary, and it goes down the initial accuracy to 55% with a lower depth because it's very compressed. What I showed earlier, which is the a best benchmark, is while you generate tertiary information for your review, for your records, it's best to keep the chat with the transcript. And that I showed you earlier. So this is how we can stop class meetings and business meetings from failing. Let's use the power of Notebook LM so that we can retain and go back to the original um, meaning. Don't ask the professor, don't ask your group mates, don't ask the consultant because they'd probably forget. Even if they mean well, they'd probably forget. Also, depending on somebody to do the summary or the questions based on how they recall the summary is also, again, not as powerful as, again, going to the secondary data, doing a chat with it, and asking the question you want. There the accuracy will be much higher. So now I'll just measure, I'll just copy this. Why? Because probably the video has been made. And the video for session 4 has already been renamed as Winning the Unwinnable Game. So I'll just rename it so that I know this is V110, V110, session 4, October 21. I'd keep the the name suggested by the video. So I click on that. So now when I download this, it's already with the correct name. Okay, it will have the correct name. But also when I look back at my notebook, I will know that this is about session 4. And how do we look at it? It's really, really powerful. Imagine a 6-minute video based on what was described the previous week. So I'll just play it a bit. Okay. So, okay, this is the new standard. We took some time to get the hang of it, including myself, because this is the first time I'm doing this, and I'm doing this over a couple of classes and over some business clients. So I hope this was useful. Again, this is Profia Bong. We're moving from purpose to insight to winning action.